During the last few months, we've had a chance to talk with some members of a great practice in our area called Medical Associates. And I just recently learned that they're really a one-stop shop for all your medical needs as you age. Dr. Lord tells us more.
Medical Associates is a group of primary care physicians located here in Lynchburg, Virginia, which provide adult primary care management for patients 18 and above. We provide long-term health care services. We also provide laboratory services and medication management.
And speaking of which, you guys even have a pharmacy on site, so somebody doesn't have to go out to their pharmacy after, being diagnosed for their medication.
Correct. We provide this as a service to our patients in an attempt to help them in terms of time management, in terms of getting home.
And one thing I think is really neat about you all is that you spend a lot of time getting to know the patient themselves, and, you follow them through their life. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the patients, when we first see them, we try and spend an extended amount of time speaking with them on their first visit for their primary intake examination. And then based on the medical problems we have, we try and delve deeper with primary care visits, upcoming visits, so that we can make sure we best serve them.
And that's a very good point because, sometimes you walk into a doctor's office and you don't have a lot of time and you always walk out thinking, I forgot this, I forgot that. So having that long initial conversation, you get to know the person and you probably get some facts from them that are important that they might not realize.
Correct. And we also, not only in terms of talking to the patient, but we also give them a 5 to 6 page intake sheet which goes through a lot of their medical problems in detail and other questions which they may potentially have but not bring up initially, or they may be nervous to bring up, but we can go through the sheets and then discuss it with them in detail at that visit.
And that's a very good point. And another thing you do is you can literally follow them through life because you guys cover nursing homes in our area.
Correct. We cover multiple nursing homes. Medical Associates has directorship capabilities, or I should say directorship services at 8 facilities here in Lynchburg and throughout Virginia.
And you personally work at Westminster, and you guys provide a lot of service to them, don't you?
Correct. I am one of the co-medical directors at Westminster Canterbury, and we provide services for not only the independent living patients, but also for the assisted living patients, nursing home patients, and the skilled rehabilitation patients.
And the really neat thing, too, is that you're actually going into their homes, you're taking care of them, when folks aren't able to do that for themselves.
Correct. We see the patients both in the rooms, and also we have an outpatient clinic at Westminster for which we see them if you're ambulatory.
And Remonia, you've spent a lot of time over at Westminster. Tell us a little bit about your job there.
My job is to work along with the physicians. I'm there 5 days a week. And my job entails being able to see the patients acutely in the absence of the physicians, as well as manage the inpatient orders and diagnostic studies in the absence of the physicians.
And you must be developing nice relationships with them, being in that environment all the time.
Yes, as Dr. Lord mentioned, we are there. We're able to see the patients day to day, residents, I should say, day to day, and we get an opportunity to learn them and to know more about them. We're able to take the time that's necessary to work with those residents in-house and learn them and whatever their medical issues might be.
And to find out more about the Medical Associates of Central Virginia and their practice, you can call 434-947-3944 or go to centralvamd.com.